Greetings, dear listeners. My name is Serikbayev Syrym, and today our broadcast is dedicated to urbanization. Urbanization refers to the population shift from rural to urban areas. The corresponding decrease in the proportion of people living in rural areas and the ways in which societies adapt to this change. It is predominantly the process by which towns and cities are formed and become larger as more people begin living and working in central areas. History. From the development of the earliest cities in Indus Valley civilization, Mesopotamia and Egypt until the 18th century, an equilibrium existed between the vast majority of the population who were engaged in subsistence agriculture in a rural context and small centers of populations in the towns where economic activity consisted primarily of trade at markets and manufactures on a small scale. With the onset of the British agriculture and industrial revolution in the late 18th century, this relationship was finally broken, and an unprecedented growth in the urban population took place over the course of the 19th century, both through the continued migration from the countryside and due to the tremendous demographic expansion that occurred at that time. In England and Wales, the proportion of the population living in cities with more than 20,000 people jumped from 17% in 1801 to 54% in 1891. Moreover, in adopting a broader definition of urbanization, while the urbanized population in England and Wales represented 72% of the total in 1891, for other countries the figure was 37% in France, 41% in Prussia, and 28% in the United States. Impact of the Industrial Revolution. This general model of the city structure continued until the advent of the Industrial Revolution. Also, medieval towns were rarely as large as Rome. In the course of this time, commerce began an increasingly important part of the city life, and one of the magnets that drew people from the countryside. With the invention of the mechanical clock, the windmill and watermill, and the printing press, the interconnection of the city inhabitants continued apace. Cities became places where all classes and types of humanity mingled, creating a heterogeneity that became one of the most celebrated features of urban life. In 1777, Samuel Johnson cheered this aspect of the cities in his famous apophthegm. When man is tired of London, he is tired of life, for there is in London all that life can afford. A town it should be recalled, London had fewer than 1,000 citizens, and most of its streets were narrow, muddy paths. And now our broadcast is over. Please subscribe to this channel. That was the host, Serikbayev Syrym. Goodbye.